Hey guys, welcome back to another Stratco video. Here we are, it's April Garden Notes.
April already, that's crazy, Phil.
Yes.
Absolutely crazy. I'm glad to be still involved. So clearly we're
Seems
going
like
okay.
the year is just flying past, doesn't it?
Oh, it is.
Already the fourth quarter.
Well, it only felt
first
like,
quarter.
Only felt like we were, obviously to wishing, our old Queensland counterparts obviously safe and wellness. Obviously, only like last week, but obviously no doubt it's
it's been a month ago.
A month ago straight away. So hopefully everybody's recovering well.
Yeah, a lot of water up there. We could use a bit of water down here though.
Yeah,
so.
I think we had a couple of sprinkles, I would call it, but we certainly need some good rain. So
yeah, I mean, fortunately the weather has cooled down. I mean, I think just after we had that last one that we did, it was like 41, 42 degrees, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We had a lovely garden sale that didn't work out the best, so we followed up with another garden sale.
Which was really successful. So we love people coming in for the Green Life area.
Yeah,
brings a lot of foot traffic, and it helped with big sale, obviously, for us here at Stratco. And look, that never stops for us. There's always good specials on all the manufactured, as we know, but we're here to talk about garden as always.
Absolutely. First up, I guess we should mention, here we are, it's another outdoor setting that we've got.
Exactly.
So we'll talk it up. So this is the Madrid 5-piece setting.
Yes.
So just another one of the awesome pieces of furniture that we've got through the store. So still lots of furniture around.
And we always love, obviously, sitting around a bar setting as we do, so hence why we've done this one. So
a bit early for a couple of brewskis.
Exactly right, not in store. But this would go lovely underneath your patio and outside in the outdoor entertaining area and stuff like that. Nice high chairs, which is good. Strong back, which is handy as well.
Absolutely, you can see me over the top of the table.
Yeah, correct, exactly right. So get in. It's the Madrid 5-piece outdoor setting on sale, $6.99.
Absolutely. So April, garden. What would we like to talk about today?
Right, well, I can see bulbs in front of us, which is handy. So I like the product placement. So bulbs at this time of year? Is that
Mate, this is I mean, when we talk spring, we've got to get spring bulbs in now, really.
Yeah.
So, we've got a good selection. I think from what I remember, there's some daffodils there, some jonquils, hyacinths, tulips. So there's a lot to choose from.
Yep.
I've also popped in there some garlic somewhere, I reckon.
Ooh, hello.
If you can spot it somewhere.
Yes.
All that. Look at that.
A bit of garlic. Yeah.
So everyone loves a bit of garlic. It's time to put your garlic bulbs in.
Okay.
So
cool.
they will take some time to sort of come up. So you want to get them nice and early.
Yep.
I guess with the garlic, you get the full clove. You can sort of break sprigs off.
Yes.
And you can plant them separately. If you wanted more plants, it'll take a bit longer for them to sort of grow up into the big garlic bulbs. But you can break them up to get better value for money. But get your garlic in now.
Brilliant. No worries. And I think chrysanthemum. Am I right?
Well, I guess,
close?
I mean, it is.
I'm guessing I didn't read the front.
Chrysanthemum there in white and agaranthemum in pink.
Other way. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. You knew that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess we're sitting here in April, but it's always nice to be thinking ahead for what's coming up. Mother's Day, obviously, next month.
Yes.
So, we've got landscape chrysanthemums in now, but with, as this month goes on, we've got Easter a little bit later on, and followed by Mother's Day, and a lot of those sorts of plants are really starting to pick up and flower heavily. With the slightly cooler temperatures, but still enough warmth around. You'll find a lot of perennials at the moment look probably the best they've looked for years.
Yeah, it's some great colour. I mean, you take a walk through our nursery and it's just littered with colour, which is fantastic. I mean, definitely makes you feel happier when you roll out.
Yo has been doing an amazing job. I mean, even you can see behind us here.
Yes, huge range of indoor plants.
Massive selection of indoor plants. Still plenty of them to choose from. Be nice to get rid of some more, but we'll have these through the season as we can. So plenty of that to choose from. I guess on this side, we've got things like chrysanthemums, cyclamens in stock. So these will go all the way through winter.
Yep.
So we'll have plenty of selection for Mother's Day, but it's not just a Mother's Day plant.
Yep.
It's one of those ones that will flower for a good 3, 4, 5 months. So it's well worth putting something like that into either a pot or into the ground.
Yep.
A nice protected spot.
You can have a bit of fun with that as well when you're talking about Mother's Day presents and stuff. Obviously, rather than just the bunch of flowers and stuff, you grab a pot, grab a plant from in here, have a bit of fun, with the kids and mum, planting those things out, or even, if it is bulbs or something like that, plan a garden day or a morning garden day or something like that. Digging it out and getting stuck into the garden with the kids and the family. Yeah,
we've got a huge selection. We've coming into that. Not that we should be talking Mother's Day right now, but coming into it, we've got pre-done gifts already in pots and stuff like that, or for people that want to sort of pick and choose, we've got plenty of plants, plenty of pots. And then there's also things like gloves and secateurs, all those sort of add-ons that you can have just to sort of boost up the present for mum.
Yeah, awesome.
So yeah, but really, I mean, April is probably, in my opinion, one of the busiest months of the year for garden. I mean, we've got to get through, like, summer has officially finished, so it's now pruning and tidying up the garden from the damage that was done in summer. So don't be afraid to get a lot of that pruning done. You can go heavier now, obviously, because
with the cooler weather.
Yeah, so you're not going to damage any new leaves. So you can get all that done. So you're sort of tidying up at the end of summer, but you're also planning for sort of your autumn winter season. So you've got to get in. You can address weeds that might have sort of come up through the summer months. You can spray those and get those killed off. It's about turning your soil and getting your garden beds ready for planting your winter vegetables. You really want to sort of make sure that you've got your winter vegetables in while there's still warmth in the air and warmth in the ground. So I mean, I think that this is the perfect month to get back out into the garden. It's been a hot, horrible summer in terms of sort of trying to spend lots of time gardening. So make the next 2 or 3 months count. I reckon.
Certainly know with our weather forecast, for the next week or couple of weeks, instead of that mid to low 20s, which is fantastic weather.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes being in the garden enjoyable again.
Absolutely.
42 degrees. It's really tough to sort of find out
motivation to get out there.
To get out there.
Or you feel like when it's those hot days, it's really just watering because you feel sorry for all the plants, don't you?
Yeah. So
versus getting in there and digging in,
absolutely,
and
with
turning
watering,
soil over.
Yeah, you really want to sort of make sure that you've got the feed on to sort of boost the plants, get that green back into them now that they've sort of been watered. So
on the pruning side, I think it's worthwhile as well. I mean, I was out I've got Hebes in my front yard, and they were going crazy with a bit of the heat and so forth as well. And just on the weekend, I just started to trim all those back quite aggressively, and those plants that have actually had that growth, nice to be able to trim that back. And I've got some magnolia trees along the front. Same thing. They were just starting to spruce out everywhere.
And that's right.
So I started just trimming those back to give them a bit more shape and so forth.
And
now
you
they're
see
in the cooler.
the results from that with all the nice buds coming through. And all that. Absolutely. And I guess really we all want to know, how's the lawn coming along?
It's in top shape. It's looking really good. You know what I do need to get the new lawn trimmer for a long time, so I think that might be my thing. So maybe thinking about different purchases like that, upgrading some of your tools and hand tools and stuff like that. We talk about refreshing your garden. Nothing wrong with refreshing, your other tools that you have for inside the garden.
Absolutely, like that you're right. I mean, it's perfect time to give everything sort of that sand down, oil up. Make sure that everything's sharp and clean. In terms of when you're doing your pruning, it is a good technique to make sure that you've got something to wipe your blades down with, just to make sure that if you do happen to have something in the garden, virus or something like that, you're not going to spread it between plants.
Cross pollination sort of stuff.
Absolutely. You don't want to sort of take roses, I guess, are one of those ones that sort of have a lot of viruses that can be in it, and you don't want to sort of transmit that between plants. So you just wipe your blade down between prunings and off you go.
Good handy tip.
Yeah, it's nice to finish on something a little bit useful.
That's it. No worries. All right. As always, thanks for coming on board and listening in again. And we love your feedback. Please, keep sending that back through. Share the likes, and let us know of anything else we can improve on, please.
And I guess we'll see me back for May.
Mother's Day coming up.
Look forward to it. Thanks,
Thank you. Cheers.